Hi friend. So we're gonna do your practice. I have here my little penny board. Um, so the reason I pull this out is just to be able to channel some of your movements that are gonna like for any roller skating or skateboarding that you do. Or any type of rollerblading, whether that be um, that could be biking, anything on wheels, or if you ever use a racing scooter, anything that's on wheels. That will be like skate movement practice. So I'm just gonna put it over there for you, okay? So we're gonna start off with some very easy movements. So I want to show you. This is really good for your cat, but it's also just really good for your solar plexus and for your throat. It's very cleansing to your energy. Um, any toxicity that you're having in your body, this practice helps a lot with that. So I include this in dog practice for the most part, but any sort of nature channeling or ancestral channeling, that's usually where I include that in. So the way we do it is called a nature call or a bird call. Um, so we have muscles deep in our eyes and behind our nose and such that nobody knows how to work on, unless you work on these specific ancestors that are like birds and stuff like that, like dogs, like animal spirits that are interested in like cleansing the inside of your body, like your heart and your throat and your third eye and your root, um, and detoxifying your blood, because that's how you grow as a person. When you cleanse, that's when you grow. So you're gonna put your hands together like this. I have my left over my right, and you're putting your lip up against this joint right here. And it's hard to show, but when you flex your hands a certain way, you see where you see veins and stuff, like you see indentations and stuff. So you put it like this, and the sound. Don't worry about the sound. Just worry about like the intention of like cleansing, okay, and or, like receiving affection from like the universe. So you go whoop 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 whoop. Okay. You can switch hands. Okay. You don't have to do that though. Okay. So whoop 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 whoop. You can do this to your cat. Um, she might not seem receptive at first, but I promise you, she understands what you're doing, and she knows what it's all about. So we're gonna start our practice now with your plank marchers that we did last time. So like before, the way we do these is you start off on a plank and you raise on your right and you lower on your right, and then you raise on your left and you lower on your left, and you alternate sides. Okay, so you start here and you go right, right, left, left. Okay. Um. So we're gonna do some hip mobility drills. Okay, so that you're able to squat deep and you're able to avoid injury. And this will be part of your barbell practice at a certain point. Well, you don't need to think about that right now because um, we're trying to keep you away from any unnecessary gym tension. That's like social anxiety and patriarchy. Okay. Um, any any barbell work will come up naturally. Um, so it's specifically so that you can throw also. So hip mobility is also about being able to throw stuff very far. Um, in mitochondria, I have a marksmanship practice that I work on. That's about throwing and shooting, mostly about throwing, about throwing sports, about sportsmanship. So that's really important too. But you can think about it as part of your skating practice. And when you do want to start working on a barbell and lifting, this will be very important too, to create deep, strong hip flexors that don't crack under pressure, right? So that it starts like this. Okay. So I have my left knee bent inwards and my right knee bent outwards. Okay. And so you put your hands up, and you can put your feet down first, or you can switch. do this 12 times. You rest up to a minute, and you switch, and you start over. You just do this twice. And then after you do that, you're gonna do bicycles again. So you lie down on your stomach. Okay, you lie down on your stomach. You alternate elbow to knee, and you try to stretch those knees out on the way back. Okay, so when you put your knee out, you put your knee out. Okay, because if you're not putting your knee out, if you're not stretching your knee out, you don't have energy to come back. So notice how I'm like, and I'm not doing this, and I'm not being stressful with my chest, right? So what's important is that you train your hip flexors to respond to any tension in your knees. Because if I'm squatting, if I'm running, if I'm skating, if I'm lifting, and my knees feel tension, but my hips are not there for that, that's super problematic. And that does not make my core stronger, and then I'm just tired, and I just don't understand why, and I don't create any more strength or balance in my body. Whatever I'm trying to achieve, it's not there for me. And it's like, what do I do with that? So, kick out, okay? When you're touching, that's okay. When you have your knee bent, that's okay, right? But when you throw it out, your knee, okay? So, when you touch, it's okay. But this one, the opposite one, that's not touching an elbow, it's going that way. And it's flex that knee. And flex that foot too. Flex that ankle, okay? Hold ankle tension. See how I have ankle tension to the point that I can flex my pinky. So that's years of work though, you know? That's like years and years of work. To be able to do that, like on command right here, right now, in front of teaching you, that's like, that I had to change my way of thinking to be able to do that. But it keeps me safe, it keeps me calm, it keeps me grounded, and it keeps me strong, and whatever intention I want to hold for myself today, if I want to be more decolonial, less patriarchal, have more queer friends, I can do that work. You know, I can hold that intention for myself. And I feel healthier, I feel calmer, I feel more loose. Whatever it might be, I feel that way. Because I can hold intention now, you know? Because I have the body for it. So, do your hip mobility things again. So again, you start off like this. You do 12, okay? You put your feet down first, and you switch. Do 12. You rest for 30 or 60 for up to a minute, and you do it again, okay? So I'm gonna show you something called a pistol squat, okay? And I'm not asking you to do this right away. You're not gonna do a pistol squat right now, but I'll show you. So, and I can do this. I have done a pistol squat while holding a 45-pound plate in my hands, okay? It was a little bit intense to get it on my left side. I had to practice for that, but I can do that work. And I don't have a plate on me, and I don't know that I could do it for you on command, but I can do a pistol squat with 45 a plate on my body, okay? And a pistol squat is important for a variety of reasons, which I won't get into, but I think you're gonna like this practice a lot, okay? Especially if someone who wants to dance or wants to skate. And we'll get more into dance practice next time and what that means for you and for me as practitioners. But let's start off with the pistol thing. So look, when I do a pistol thing, like always, my feet are flat on the ground. I don't have any of this bullshit where our feet do this and our hips don't have any strength and we're always going and being patriarchal and being abused by white people and by cis people and Western people. Like, no, I'm grounded and I'm balanced, and if you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you back, right? It's like without any repercussions to me at all. Like, I'm totally safe, healthy, calm, grounded, but I destroyed you, right? And you're not fucking with me mentally, and I feel good. I have a heart, right? So it's like this, height, right? With my shoulders tight, lowered in a positive way, and I come up, height. I switch again, right? Again, okay? Notice that with my hip flexors and my knee tendons, I'm in a position now where I don't even need, when I'm demonstrating especially, or at all, to to um to come up all the way of the pistol squat, because I have my quad muscle tight, like hard, you know. I cannot be fucked with, you know what I mean? If you try to hurt me, you're not gonna come out of that with like your honor. You're gonna come out of that ashamed and like belittled, you know, by me. That's not the point of the practice, but it should be. So the reason I'm showing you that is because that's your whole body is involved in the pistol squat, up to the feet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on that idea that the feet, which is the backside of the body, the soles of the feet are the same tension-wise and structurally in more ways than one, in a lot of ways, infinite ways, as the hands. So try to hold your hand like this, and notice that my wrist is a healed wrist, okay? Where it's a 90 degree, right? And I'll show you Vogue practice for this as well, okay? Tutting and such, so you understand what movement can be for you, okay? Right? So I can do anything with my wrist. I can even flex my fingers in this position, okay? So the pistol squat gets you into a lot of like theory stuff, okay? So I'm not asking you to do any of that with your fingers, right? But do try to advance your practice with this, and try to hold your shoulder. Imagine a V shape right here, right? Like the Aries symbol. That should be good for you. So, look away. Look away. Have your honor. Be powerful. Okay. Hi. Hi. Your neck muscles too. Your next thing is going to be, we're still doing pistol squat stuff. I want you to do more bicycles, please. So get back on the ground with your back on the ground. If you need a rug or a yoga mat, I invite you to take that thing out. Do more bicycles. Okay. So, and if you want to think of the pistol squat stuff, especially when we get to the hands and stuff, and what that means for being able to have a fully able body, you can see that as your dance practice, you know. So I know you said you wanted to sign up for dance classes. In particular, you mentioned your pole dancing class, right? But I'm sure you have more of an interest than just that one, you know. So I have a lot of treats for you in regards to that. And so finish up your bicycles. It's going to be 20 on each side. So that'll be 10 on each side twice for a total of 40. And then we're going to do a downward facing dog, and to stretch out your calves, okay? And to make your calves strong, and to continue working on the backside of the body, okay? The backside of the body is so important. The whole backside, from the soles of the feet to the front of the hand. And we're already getting into the opposite thing where we don't even know what a body is, and we don't even know how to talk about it. The sole of the feet and the front of the hand should be the same, right? So it should actually be called the back of the hand, right? We call this the back of the hand, which is fine. We're not trying to get into any semantics, but we do understand that we're colonized, we're oppressed, right? So if you have me like this with my hands behind my back, if you have me trapped, if you have me cornered, belittled, then the backs of my feet are the same as the backs of my hands now. So you're asking for me to fight back, right? You're asking for that. You need to focus on that right now. But let's do our downward facing dog. This. Okay, push your shoulders down. Push down to the ground. Feel your fingertips and stretch out your calves. Okay, dude? Okay. Alright. And then, so do 10 times each side. Okay? Bend your knee. Extend your knee. Put it back. Do 10 times each side of that too. For your ass, okay? final movement, and since you said you were interested in dance, I'm including this. It's just gonna be um, stuff to be able to continue getting you into your knees, so that you're able to do really cool dance stuff with really powerful energy, without getting tired, full out to the fullest of intentions that are your intentions. All right, dude. So what I want you to do is sit down on your mat or on the floor. Okay. Grab your foot with your hands and squeeze it. All right. Twice. All right. Squeeze, squeeze. Change sides. Change sides. Squeeze it hard. Twice. All right. Okay. So that'll be your last little thingy, and I'm gonna show you a lot more practice so that you are always able to do what you want with your body, what your intentions are for your body. That is my intention for you. That's my gift to you. A fully able body that can do what you like, what you have intended for it. You're able to get up and go get it and achieve these intentions. That's my dream for you. That's what my offering to you is. That's my gift, and I want to give it to you. So please do that stretchy thing. And at the again, before you close out, do the hip mobility thing again, okay? And you can have an option at the end, either do the hip thingy, where you do the hip, you switch back and forth, 12 times each side, twice, with the rest in the middle, for like 30, 45 seconds, okay? Or you can do the bicycles for the same amount, okay? And next time I'm gonna start trying to get you to Vogue, okay? Because that's really important to have queer culture with me, and so that's what I'm gonna do for you, and it'll apply. That shit applies. Vogue culture, trans culture, it applies to any type of movement that you want to do, dude. Like, it all coincides at trans culture, at Vogue, okay? And it's about that pistol squat. It's about that wrist tension. That's your honor and spirits. And it's about that duck walk, okay? But people do not understand the quad muscles, and they're going out and they're doing duck walks, and they're absolutely injuring themselves, and they're going out to movement classes without any hip flexor tension, any core strength, and from the bottom of my heart, I just worry about those people that go to those classes. I worry about those people that teach those classes, and and I have treats, I have gifts for those individuals, you know. So you're my first person I'm doing dance with. Actually, that's not true. I did some with my friend Monica, but I don't know if you remember TAF. They want to do some stuff too. So enjoy. Get some rest, drink some water. Write down in your dream journal. Light a candle for your spirits. Water your plants. Do the little noises for your plants and for your cat. And I'll talk to you soon, okay? Love you. Bye.